Thanks for joining us this Sunday night to Ask Us Anything. And I'm Jen, and this is Mike. And I'm sure you'll hear our dog Bo bark sometime during this next hour.
Yeah, Bo is here. He's very playful tonight.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
he's full of it.
Yeah, he's got a lot of energy. I guess he's rested up after our crazy week at Tampa. We're coming to you from Florida, and we have been hunkered down here all week. Came back from the Tampa RV Show. And I have been a video editing machine.
Yeah. You're busy. You're happy. You're just editing like crazy. And I think you're having fun.
My eyes are a little blurry, but
you're having great fun.
Well, okay. I guess I'm having. Yeah, I am. I enjoy that. But I think we've edited 5 videos so far from Tampa. There's a few of them in the queue. We've got 4 more to go, I think, that we'll try and get edited this week down here.
It's a good thing we went to Tampa.
Well, or if we didn't go to Tampa, we wouldn't be working quite so hard. But anyway, so hey, we got a couple things to announce before we get to the questions. This is Ask Us Anything, and they can ask us anything about the RV lifestyle, right? True. Just mark your questions with questions all in cap over in the chat area, and if it's a comment, please put that at the top. And then we know we can kind of look at that. We love seeing so many of you say hi, like Jeff Burke there in Dallas, where he said it was beautiful in 72. Linda Ward, who's in cold Robbinsville, New Jersey. And it's really fun to see so many of you saying hi. But just let us know your questions by putting a question at it. And then that will help us to be able to pick out the questions from a lot of the chat, because sometimes you guys end up chatting with each other. Phyllis Carr is over on Facebook moderating all of that and also serving up the questions, as is Chris Cowley over on YouTube. Thank you to both of you guys for being there tonight. Okay, announcements. The new giveaway starts tonight, and the new giveaway is of a product that we really like. It's called RV Life. And they've rebranded. You've heard us before talk about some of their products, particularly RV Trip Wizard, but it is now bundled up in a $49 a year package that has a whole bunch of other services. Besides, I think the best trip planning tool for RVers out there. There's a GPS feed of the route you choose. There's campground reviews. There's a masterclass function that gives you training. Lots of other great functions on there. Anyway, we are giving away 5 free memberships to RV Life Pro. If you happen to already be a member, we'll extend it for a year if you win. So let us know that too. But there's lots of different ways you can enter the contest. We run these sweepstakes, these giveaways for 2 weeks, starts tonight. And there is the address, rvlifestyle.com/sweepstakes. Enter as many times as you want. There's lots of different suggested ways that you can enter and get points. And when we will announce this 2 weeks from tonight.
Sounds like a good plan.
Sounds like a great plan.
Because it is time to plan.
It is. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it really is. Particularly as we've been saying, and as was reaffirmed to us last week at the Tampa RV Show, they have a lot of people from different RV resorts there, trying to sell memberships and promote their resorts. And I talked to several of them, and they all said they've never been as busy or had as many reservations in advance as they do this year. So you need to make those plans. So that giveaway is going to be a good tip. We had a lot of fun at the show. We're kind of, I didn't realize how many RVs we traipsed through until I started editing them, but we still have several more to go that we'll be releasing. Podcast this week, we are going to talk with our friend Traveling Robert, and it's a conversation Robert and I actually had at Tampa about why so many different RVers like Robert and like me are buying RV property. As you know, Jen and I bought 5 acres in Tennessee, and we wanted to also let you know we will be there on February 12th. If you are coming, they're doing a 1-day sale. And if you want to see that property, you're urged to give a call and make appointments. You can get info at myrvland.com, myrvland.com. And I'm sure Chris or somebody will put that over in the comments. But We'll be there on the 12th on our property. We're really excited about this week.
Yeah, we're hoping to get up there actually a little before the 12th.
Yeah, we got some work to do. And this week, fingers crossed.
We're going to get a septic field and
water hookups and septics.
Faucet, turn it off and on because that was in short supply.
Yeah. Yep. I think they've got that all set. And the hope is tomorrow or Monday that's going in. And I did see some video that they sent me. They're clearing right of way for all the electricity and the fiber optic in that whole development.
Good.
And it's pretty cool. MyRVland.com is the site if you want more information about it. But we will be there on the 12th, and we're inviting everybody to come over to our property. Well, if the weather's good, we'll have a campfire in the afternoon there, and we'll be hanging around there from say 1 to 3:30 or so, something like that. So we'd love to meet you if you are anywhere there. If you're coming down to tour the property, like the folks there that are doing the development at the Woodlands, come see us. So let's see, we've got that. And now it's just time for your questions. Let's go with questions. Rich Kirch.
Are you going to the Ocala RV Show?
Rich, we are RV showed
What's
out.
the date of that?
I think it's this coming weekend.
Oh.
Yeah, it's coming up real soon. If it's not this weekend, it's soon. So no.
How far away is Ocala from where we are?
3 hours from here, from where we are now.
Sounds kind of painful.
We did it before. We were at that show
before.
Yeah, we liked that show. So
Yes,
it's actually
I do
a very
like
fun
that
show. That's where we met everybody from the villages.
Right.
And they got us to visit the villages, and we really liked that.
Mm-hmm.
But now, Rich, anything can change with us. So, but right now we're not planning on going. So we're doing videos from Tampa. McDilly's K04 OIG, Oscar, India, Gulf.
Thanks. I bought the little ceramic heater you show in your on your gear page, and it works great. I think I need one more for my Class A. I bet with a Class A, you might need two.
Yeah, we've had that thing. It's on our gear page. Just go to rvlifestyle.com, got gear, and we've had that for how many years?
Quite a few.
And it puts out a lot of heat.
Great.
Yeah, it works really good. So, and K04 OIG, Oscar India Golf, that's his ham radio call. If you all wondering why I'm sounding weird there. Michael Brown.
We like to travel, but it's nice to come home too. That's true.
Yeah.
I always think it's great sport to take off and then go home, and then I get a little antsy and we take off again.
I swear you're a little bit ADD when it comes to travel, because we no sooner get somewhere than you want to be somewhere else. Have you noticed that?
Well, it takes me a little while to settle in, no matter where I am.
Yeah. But you usually, you know what usually gets you wanting to travel? Cleaning out the RV from the last trip.
And that does. See, I haven't cleaned out the RV yet. It's been a little chilly here.
Yeah, it has been really cold in Florida. I know nothing compared to what you folks up in the East got with the blizzard over the weekend. But it's been cold. It was 29 degrees here this morning when we woke up. It's 57 now. So the cold front's passed through.
Windy where we are.
Yeah.
So I've kind of been waiting for the weather to taper off a little bit. And also I like to wash our sheets just before we take off.
But then we're coming back in about a month. So
yeah.
Lindy Rollins.
I am here on Georgia coast. Last night was slightly below freezing. Would it have been better to remain on city water and let the faucet drip, or disconnect from city water?
You're fine. For example, we've got our unit is dewinterized, and it's sitting out there in the parking lot of our condo. It was 29 last night, but it's 57 right now. And it was in the 50s most of yesterday. So when it freezes, if it's more than a few hours below 28, that's what we found. That's when you really have to worry. But just a short freeze for a few hours, especially when it's been warm and if it's been in the sun, you're fine. You would have been fine with city water, and you wouldn't have had to let the faucet drip. And I'm assuming it didn't get much more than a degree or two below freezing. So you would have been okay. Plus, you've got the heat on inside the RV. And even though your pipes are underneath and outside, that still kind of helps. And if you're using it from time to time, I'm sure that officially the manufacturers would say something else, but that's been our experience in 10 years. I don't panic unless it's going to be below, say, 28 for many hours, 6, 8, 10 hours. Then I worry about it. But if it's going to quickly warm up, not a problem, I think.
I would worry more and sooner and all that.
I know.
That's my nature.
Angela H.
Have you ever been to the DFW RV show?
Dallas, Fort Worth.
The next one is in June of 22. Wondering if they have a lot of RV there, since I couldn't make it to the Tampa show.
No, we haven't. And we only try and go now to 2 RV shows a year. And
Used to be 3.
We used to go to 3, but they don't have the California one anymore. We go to Hershey in September, and we go to Tampa in January. And sometimes we'll go in October to the industry open house, where they have it for dealers and people in the RV industry and RV media. But it's just after a while, we've seen all of those RVs, all the models. They introduce them at either Hershey or Tampa. And so we've seen all the new ones, and there really isn't much more. And it's really hard to shoot video, especially in these COVID days, inside a tiny RV. It takes us at least 20 minutes if we're going really fast to shoot a video. And that's a long way. You can't keep people out that long. And so we are diminishing our time and attendance at RV shows. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Hershey and Tampa let us see all the new models. And then after that, it's kind of a repeat. I hope that helps. You want to add to that at all?
Well, no, I can't think of anything right now to say about that.
I sound like an old curmudgeon.
Well, it is hard to work when everybody's in the RVs.
What's up? What's up?
I'm fixing to put up a question, but I want to make sure you know the correct answer. And the correct answer is, hey, that's exactly what our blog post is going to be tomorrow.
And senior adventures? That really is what our blog post is going to be about tomorrow. Isn't that funny? Thank you. Thank you. I knew that, but I appreciate that, Phyllis. And senior adventures.
What do you do for mail delivery?
We have a great post tomorrow that talks about mail delivery and how you can have a virtual mailbox, and it really does work. And just go to rvlifestyle.com tomorrow, and it's a long post, gives you all the information, shows you how it works. There are lots of different ways to get mail on the road, remote mail. The easiest, quickest way is to have the post office they'll hold it up to 30 days for you. So if you're going to be gone on a 4-week trip, you should be okay. If you're gone longer than that, you really want to have a mail holding service. And that's what we write about at rvlifestyle.com tomorrow. Every time we talk about that, people say, I didn't know you had a blog, because some of you are watching us on YouTube. Some of you are watching us on Facebook. And even though we try to cross promote all of our different platforms, our main platform is rvlifestyle.com. That's been in existence now for 10 years. It's very popular, frequently visited, great resource. If you have a question, go there, use the search function. Just hundreds and I think thousands and a couple thousand, 3,000, 4,000 articles on that blog. And the one tomorrow is just on your question, Ann. And, it talks about mail forwarding services and the one that we recommend. And then it talks about, just the options and how it works. So I think you'll find everything you need right there. Dino.
Any more cooking segments coming up? No.
You guys got to help me get her to do more. Why don't you do more cooking segments?
I'm too busy cooking.
That's what they want to see.
I'm too busy shopping and
I get all these emails
and going.
People love your cooking segments. They say that you're not like these perfect kitchens where they say, and they have all these precise measurements. You cook like real.
That's true.
And obviously it works. Look at me. So anyway, they want you to do more cooking segments.
Well, they might not like what I'm going to be cooking next.
Okay. Do you want to, how about her blueberries?
Dash.
I've got one ready to go, almost ready to go on your famous blueberry muffins. And you say, don't do that because everybody makes blueberry muffins. Okay. They do, but
they're just little muffins. And so they're only 162 calories each.
Well, I bet they want to see that. Tell me I can release it.
Release it.
Okay. Thanks, Dino. But you're going to have to keep talking to her because she doesn't think anybody really wants to watch them. I'll make them. They're easy for me to do. Harder for her. But I like doing them because I get to sample them. Deborah Fieldson.
Condensation. Excuse me. What tips hacks or products do you suggest or recommend to help manage this problem? And it
Oh
is a
gosh,
problem.
there are so many things to do. The first thing is turn on, whenever you are showering in your RV, turn on the fan. You should have a couple of fans.
Suck out that air.
Suck out the air, right. Second tip, get a small portable dehumidifier. Really a good thing to have, don't you think?
Yes, you almost need a humidifier and a dehumidifier.
Yeah, sometimes.
Depends on where you are.
Yeah, it depends on what you hit. But between those two, that's my best suggestions to you. Use those fans a lot.
And the special cloth for your windshield.
Yeah, if you want to get it off, use we have a microfiber cloth that we take off the condensation on the windows.
Otherwise, you'll be there all day waiting for it to go away.
The best way to get rid of the humidity inside the RV is, of course, to run your air conditioner. And that sucks out. The first thing it does is, before it really starts to cool the RV down, is it removes the humidity, and then it's easier to cool the air. And then keep your air on, because then the humidity will always be sucked out. So air conditioning, those fans, a dehumidifier, those are the big things. And every RVer should have a small dehumidifier, because condensation can cause mold, and that's a big mess. So
you don't need that mold inside.
Good question. We've got a big blog post coming on that one too, so stay tuned. That's in a little bit. Debbie Williams.
Confused. Only watching last few months, and episodes aren't recommended in chronological order. What RV are y'all in right now?
I'm almost at the point where I think we shouldn't even talk about the RV that we're in, because people then focus on just that. Right now we're in a Class C. I'm just going to Class C Leisure Travel Vans Wonder
rear twin bed
model
with a big garage, twin beds.
And we have been in that for 2 years. So
we have been in so many different RVs over these 10 years.
And I'm sure we're going to be in more. Stay tuned, because we don't know yet for sure ourselves, but we love what we have now. Obviously we bought it. We buy our own RVs. And we'll see where all this goes. So, but right now that's what we're in, and have been for 2 years.
I can see why it's confusing, because
if you just tuned in, you probably saw us in a Class B
that you like, and then we're in,
or our Unity Wonder, and now we're in this one.
We had a lot of different road treks.
Davis, Tandy, and Buster.
Order your LTV unit rear twin bed yet? I wished up not to place bets.
Wised up not to. Well, don't place any bets. I'm not even sure what. How about if I just say I have no comment? Can I get away with that with my own? No, I don't know if I have no comment at this point. But I will let you know what our status is, basically when we know. I think what happens is a lot of people know that about every 2 years we switch RVs, and we do that for a couple of reasons. One, we think it's important that we know as much.
Drive different RVs.
Yeah, drive different RVs.
Because we were very, very happy in our LTV FX, Unity FX.
Love that.
We really like that. But you wanted to try a Ford motor.
Yeah,
product.
We knew that there's been that, and this has been going on for several years now, 3 or 4 years, this problem with getting Sprinter chassis. The Ford Transit 2.5, 3 years ago, when we ordered that one, was just coming in. We knew it was going to be popular, and it is. So we thought it was very important for us to have experience with that. And plus a gas engine. We've never had an RV in a gas engine, so they've all been diesels.
Does this mean we're going to have to get a Dodge?
No, that's too small. We're not going to get a Dodge.
Those are the ones that are available these days.
Unless we get a Dodge truck to tow something. That could happen.
You want a truck.
But anyway, so that's why it gets sometimes confusing. But we haven't figured out yet, honest. I don't see us getting rid of anything immediately at all. We really don't know. We thought we'd have a little more clarity after Tampa, and we don't know. So.
Okay. Tandy loves to do laundry. That Tiffin MB small class C with the washer dryer would be a dream come true. That was a beautiful rig. That Tiffin, it was awesome.
2 years.
To get one?
To get one. 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have 2 years to waste. Wait. 3 years. 3 years to get a new leisure travel van.
You're happy with what you're in. Just get on the waiting list.
Yeah. Barbara Dean.
Given the recent price increases, would you buy a new RV now? our LTV Unity rear lounge that we have on order is now $25K.
$25,000 more in 8 months since they
Wow.
ordered it. It is hard to justify. It really is. And I'm
Wow.
not gonna. One of the things that I was encouraged with at Tampa is a lot of the RVs I saw, they had this an immediate delivery, and these were models that were produced and sold at the show. Leisure had a model on display, but they really weren't there at the show because they're doing all they can. They're producing, I think, about 19, 20 RVs a month, and they've got a 3-year backlog. Now, I'm sure that will come down but that's
They would
true.
like to produce more, but
Yeah, they
parts
would like to do
shortages-
more. But parts shortages, employment shortages, Canada is with its COVID restrictions, shipping stuff into the, it's just a mess. And every RV manufacturer is having trouble with delivery times right now, except fifth wheels. You can get one of those in a couple of months, generally, 3 months. Travel trailers, a few months, but motorized RVs are pretty much, we're talking a year minimum. Maybe a couple smaller companies can turn it around quicker if they have a chassis, but it's still a lot of smoke and mirrors out there. It's great stuff you'd like to order, but who wants to wait 2 years or 3 years? An artist's life.
I just bought my 2022 Thor, I can't talk tonight, sequence, 20K yesterday. So excited to do some traveling. Love watching you guys. Well, thank you.
The Thor sequence is, I believe that's one of their new Class Bs. And I believe the sequence is on the Sprinter chassis, or is it the Dodge? I don't know. Very few Sprinters on display at the show. A few of them, a few of the manufacturers had some. But there were a lot of people on the Ford Transit, and a lot of them showing on the Dodge Ram ProMaster, the 1500 ProMaster.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the sequence is a Sprinter, if I'm right. That's a really nice looking Class B. Good for you. And you bought it. I wonder when you're going to get it. You might tell us back in there. What's your delivery time? Carol Anani.
If I'm using antifreeze in my black tank, do I add treatment also to control smell and help break down the waste?
Yeah, why not? Sure. If it's cold, if it's really cold, that I don't want to gross you out, but that antifreeze kind of turns everything into a slushy down there. But there's very little odor, at least not as much as there is in the summertime. So yeah, use some of that. Maybe you don't have to use quite as much. Johnny Lightning.
Are you glad you're in Florida instead of here in Michigan with me?
Yeah.
Well,
I
Bo
should-
would like to be in Michigan. I'll tell you that.
He would. But it was cool, but clear and beautiful. And now it's warming up. I mean, 56 degrees. It's dropped a degree since we came on, but
We are not, like down in Naples, farther south,
Yeah.
where it's a lot warmer. We don't mind cooler
No.
weather.
50s almost every day, 60s half the week. And this coming week, we're at the point now it's going to start slowly rising. And we're going to hit 70 degrees a couple of days this week,
And
supposedly.
Today was particularly beautiful because it was sunny and the water was
The water was,
absolutely
yeah,
gorgeous.
I didn't post a picture. I've been posting pictures every day of all the stuff I take, but I don't know if I can show you. There's the water today. Isn't that
It
beautiful?
was a beautiful color.
And you see that? Look at the beach.
Emerald coast.
This is why we love this part of Florida,
The sand
because
is very white and the water was very emerald.
yeah, just the most spectacular beaches. People get mad at me when I talk about the Emerald Coast. They say there's too many people here, so quit talking about it. But oh well. But yeah, we do like Florida, and we like it here. We like it being a little cooler. We're not big hot weather fans. Don Setow.
Went to my first RV show in Pleasant Town, California. I got to see Dean and the rear lounge. The other RVs seem more expensive than the LTVs.
Oh, I'm glad Dean was so anxious to get out there. I know we talk to Dean every couple of months usually, and he was so frustrated not being able to travel because he just loves those shows. Well, good. I'm glad that you saw them. They're not cheap, but they're LTV makes a really good quality RV, and they stand behind it. So we're very pleased with them. And glad you saw Dean. Jerry Cornelius.
Okay, the Escapees will be in Lebanon, Tennessee in June. Would be great to see all three of you there. Really a great rally.
Yeah, we'll be in Tennessee, I'm sure, in June at our property, which is about 90 miles west of Nashville. And but you know, we are members of the Escapees, but we have not been to any of their escapades. So it's a great organization. We like the club a lot. James Massey. Hi, James.
After seeing all the RVs at the show, what is y'all's next move? A Sprinter? I think we do want a Sprinter so that we can tow a car.
But we can't wait 2.5, 3 years. So, James, we have a bunch of different options, and we decided last night we're not in a hurry for any of them. You know, we know what we really like. All things work together. That's what we'd like. We'd like a Unity, a new 2023 or 2022 model Unity FX again, but you can't get them.
I was looking at the Unity rear lounge, drooling over that last night. I'm so fickle.
You are fickle.
I like them all.
James is in a neat product, I think, from Thor. I think no, it's Forest River who makes he's in the Forester. It's a Class C, and that's a very nice looking.
Yeah, you were showing me those last night.
Camping World sells those, and they actually have some available at different stores around the country. I saw. We also, James, I'll tell you, me in particular, have really liked some of what they call the baby A's, the 27, 28, 29 foot Class A's, very small, only a few feet bigger really than what we have now, but so much more room. And I like those. We're just looking for the right quality mix, but lots of options. It's just, takes a long time to get everything. And, the older I get, the less time I have. So I want it tomorrow. Like a lot of people. Sergeant Zilla.
No, you want it yesterday. Tips for keeping help mice from your RV.
A good cat. And I'm not kidding about that. A cat will really help it. You got to go underneath and look for holes underneath it. They will come through
get in the littlest hole.
Tiniest hole, and get some mesh, put mesh over the holes, metal mesh that they can't really bite through. We've had luck with putting in these little sonic, when we keep our RV in Michigan, there's times they'll sit in the driveway for a couple of weeks,
it's
3 weeks.
In.
It's a little sonic thing. It plugs. So we just plug these in the 110 socket, and it gives out a little sonic noise. And we've had.
Can't get Bo in with that.
Bo won't go in there, but the mice don't like that. I've heard all sorts of other things, from downy fabric softening tissues or whatever those things are. But we've done traps.
I'm sure all kinds of people will give you all kinds of tips that work for them. You have to be checking. Those mice can do so much damage. Another
thing to watch out for when you're in storage is squirrels, because the squirrels, many times we've seen just horrible damage.
Raccoons,
but squirrels particularly will climb inside the engine, and then they'll start eating on the rubber hoses and on wires, and they can do just massive damage as well. And then there's bees, which seem to love the vents for your LP gas on the side of your coach, and they will go in and actually and spiders, and they will make nests.
How about ants? Ants can even get in there.
Ants can get in there.
How can ants get in there?
We've had problems with ants, and we've put those little ant traps in, and that really does clean them up.
Yeah, that takes care of the ants.
The ones where they crawl inside and eat it, and then they die. Anyway, good luck. Lots of people fight that battle.
We'll give you ideas on how to fight that.
Bonnie Richardson.
Love watching from Perth, Western Australia.
Oh, thank you. You're in a beautiful city. I wish I see you're coming out of summer right now. So yeah.
We had an opportunity to do a freelance project for 3 weeks in Australia, and couldn't get out of your regular job.
That was my regular job back years ago now. And
I couldn't get out of my regular job as the primary stay-at-home one.
Yeah, but Would love to do that. We've never. I'd love to go RVing in Australia and New Zealand. Both countries would be great. Dennis B.
Any good tips for keeping snakes out of the RV? I found a 4-foot snake skin under the passenger seat.
Don't tell us that, Dennis. Don't tell my wife that. Look at her face. That would be one RV
Where
that
do
would
you
be
live?
sold. Yeah, do not say Tennessee. Dennis, where do you live? I don't know. Somebody can put
4
on
foot.
4 foot.
That means
Huh.
it probably was in there a while.
Well, no, he's probably still in there. He just got rid of his skin.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, they just shed their skin. He's probably
I
still in
know
there.
he's still in there.
You got a snake
coiled up
condominium.
under the seat or
Good deal.
something.
I don't know, Dennis. Don't
Gonna
tell me
get a
that. You know, I think I don't like snakes either. I think between the two of us, that would be an RV that would probably never be used again.
Our kids in Georgia had snakes up in their house, and
Yeah.
friends had snakes in their
Ah.
houses. I mean, big snakes
Yeah.
come in.
Yeah. So
Get a
I'm
cat.
curious. I'm just worried sick Dennis is going to say Tennessee because don't say that. Don't even say it as a joke. Carol Acasador.
Mike. Mice don't like light. My husband and I have clear white rope lights on a timer under our Class A. Been doing that since 2018. No mice. Didn't
Good.
know that.
Maybe snakes too, because she didn't say she had any snakes. Nomaditude. Oh, that's a
Okay.
great name. Nomaditude.
We too use electric pest control. Have 2 under the hood, and so far so good.
Good. Glad to hear that.
Mhm.
Mike Downing.
How do you like the space available in your LTV rear twin bed? Love it.
Yeah.
You got a lot of space. We have so much space that you don't have to pack. I mean, you can just take everything you want instead of having to really think about it. Just throw everything you want in there. And then when you want something, you say, where is it? I need this. And then you say, oh, it's at the
Yeah.
bottom.
It's at the bottom. Yeah. But yeah, there is so much
love the
storage
space.
available in that particular model. A
Yeah,
lot of
there
storage.
is. If you need space, that's got space. Lots of
Van
space.
Liberty.
I sent you guys an email to maybe meet at your property in the future. Is this a possibility? I have a 2021 Embassy trailer.
Traveler.
Traveler,
Sport Ford Transit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if you're there when we're there, February 12th, we'll be there from noon to 3. Come
And
see us.
we'll be leaving at 3.
Yeah, we got 3 because
It's my
it's
birthday,
her birthday,
and we're going to our kids' house.
and we're going to our son in Nashville's home to celebrate her birthday Saturday night. So we got to leave there about 3:30 on the 12th. But we will be there the 12th, February 12th. We'll be there sometime in March. I don't know the dates. So that's as close as it's going to come to getting a date from us because we don't know ourselves. So, but we'd love to meet you. That's why we throw these out. We did it a month ago, and we had a lot of people show up, and that's when we'll be there again.
So this traveler sport, how long is that?
I don't know. It's Ford Transit, so it can't be more than 24 or 25 feet. So, and the Embassy is a pretty cool little unit. It's a lot like the Unity. Yeah. Bill Sprague, he says he's suggesting somebody look at the Aaron RV. It's a competition for Echo, custom built. Maybe never heard of it, Bill, but there's a lot of people making custom RVs. I didn't see them at Tampa, but a lot of people like the Echo. So
Yeah, the Echo is quite popular.
Yep.
But that's great.
yeah, competition is always good,
Mhm.
don't you all think?
Always good.
Yep, it really is. I'm going to repeat for all of you who are tuning in about the giveaway again. We are starting a new giveaway tonight, and this is really one that is very timely for you if you're planning your traveling right now. Go to that address. You can enter it. We're giving away 5 memberships to 5 different people for RV Life Pro. And that's kind of the bundled name for RV Trip Wizard, which we think is the best trip planning tool anywhere. They've got a new thing called RV Masterclass, which is training on all sorts of different levels about the RV lifestyle. They have a great way to GPS file that you can send that will have your routes that you plan on it. Campground reviews, great campground reviews, so you can check out any campground. It is a terrific value. and you get all these different tools for trip planning bundled into one membership. We're giving away 5 of them, and just go there and click on the fill it out thing, and there's a little way to just click, and you can enter as many times as you want, different ways. So we're really pleased with that. All right, let's see what else we got. John Lightning.
I store my RV at a cat sanctuary. No mice or squirrels.
Is there such a thing as a cat?
I don't know.
Maybe that'd be great. Guard cats. Yeah. That gives them all purpose. I think our dog would hunt mice, but he wouldn't be as good as a cat.
Our last dog, he was a real mouser.
Yeah. He was after mice, field mice though. He would go through the snow and he would dive in and come up holding one by the tail. Yeah. Pretty cool. All right. Looks like we're running out of questions. So I know there's a big football game on. So
Yes.
we'll kind of go from there. Again, that's the address for the sweepstakes. I'm assuming that we're all done with questions. So let me look. Last question. I'm going to do this. Slam
Okay.
308.
New to your channel, so sorry if it's been asked before. Cassette toilets versus a tank. Pros and cons.
There is no pro in my book, only cons. I would never have one.
Never is a long time.
Well, no, I can honestly say I would never have one. If I won a free RV and it had a cassette toilet, I would not use it. I just think they're a pain.
This
and
goes back
what?
to the days when we were young and we had a pop-up camper and 3 kids and a dog, and we go camping in the woods and we had the porta potty and you had to empty it.
Oh,
And you never quite recovered
I
from
hated
that.
that job. I hated
And
that
I
job.
look upon this, if you were in Europe,
We're not
no
in Europe.
problem, because you just take the little handle like a little suitcase and you can go empty it. They have facilities to empty it. But
What's this you, woman? You can do that.
But here, it's going to be messy emptying
Yeah,
that. I don't see a good way to empty.
Well, Europe has figured it out. They have cleaning stations. You can, it's just way ahead of us with that. The ones I've seen don't hold very much.
And you can even get like an extra one, so you could have it full and stick it in the back and carry it around.
Oh yeah, let's hear your.
Yeah. Got to get a couple of them.
In all fairness, a lot of people like them.
Love them.
Just not me personally. So
Never recovered from it.
I think the porta potty was the original cassette. So
Yeah.
yeah. All right. I'm not going to promote that anymore. I've told you all about the sweepstakes. So there it is. Go and enter. And I guess we're done because I don't see any more
Well, I
questions.
think this is probably good because I'm so sleepy I can hardly sit here. I've gone back to exercising after not exercising in a gym for 6 months. I'm just like,
Yeah. Well,
I'm feeling it.
It's been great. So this week on the don't forget newsletter tomorrow. We'll have more information on the sweepstakes if you need a link to it. Podcast this week, we talk about why so many RVers are buying land. It's not just us. It's my friend Traveling Robert. We ran into 2 or 3 other influencers at the Tampa show that were also coming in off the road a lot and had bought land that they were going to use as a home base and develop it. We met other people who've been doing that, and we've heard from so many others who also want to buy some property. So we're going to talk about that, what's involved in it. Robert, my friend Traveling Robert, bought an acre in Florida, and he'll talk about his experience. We bought, as we said, 5 acres in Tennessee. We'll talk about our experience. Lots of interest in that. And related to that, again, for those of you who tuned in, we will be on our property in Tennessee on February 12th. That's the same day that the developer of the woodlands at Buffalo River are doing another tour of the property for prospective buyers. And if you're interested in that, go to myrvlife.com, myrvlife.com, and you can find out and make an appointment because they only have so many people to take you in so many places. But if you want to see that whole development, make an appointment, and we'll be there on the 12th. We'll be on our lot. I'm sure they'll give you directions because people found us real easy.
Should I buy stuff for s'mores?
Yeah, we'll buy some. If the weather's good, yeah, we got a new fire pit we want to try out too. So maybe we can have some s'mores. So come celebrate Jennifer's birthday at the Woodlands and Buffalo River myrvland.com. That's where we'll be, and we'll be there on the 12th, which is her birthday. So with all of that, thank you guys, and we'll be back next Sunday. Stay safe, and who do we want to win? The Bengals just did a bang up job winning their playoff for the Super Bowl. They'll be representing the AFC. And I think our friend Matthew Stafford's about ready to throw the football. So we're going to turn on television and watch a little bit of that tonight. I hope you guys have a great week, and we will see you down the road.